right, they're gonna remember when I called it in, Avengers, the Endgame hopes and expectations. I said they're gonna Superman this girl hardcore, which is exactly 100% what they did. Not only did she fly through a fucking spaceships in Captain Marvel, she did it again in Endgame just cause. Why? Because she's Superman. No, right? I know. She does. She's Superman.
Spaceship.
She's Superman. She's Superman. Thanos tries to fight her, and guess what? He's punching her in the head, and she doesn't even move. Why? Because she's Superman. And I get it. And you want to know why I'm mad? Is because they tell you she's Superman, but then they conveniently leave her out of 95% of the film until the last 2.5.
But they set it up.
No.
Your favorite part is the writers.
Yeah.
The writers tell
I
you.
love it. Yeah.
She says you're not going to see me for a while because other planets.
Oh yeah, that's the writer telling me. Oh yeah, here's the Kool-Aid. Here's the Kool-Aid why Superman's not available to fight Thanos.
It's garbage writing when they don't address it. But if they give a legitimate reason that fits along with the storyline, then I accept it, and that's why it's fine. I give them the respect.
But
the truth is, Thanos wiped out half the universe, not Earth. So there are other planets that need help.
Okay, so
she was doing that.
Sure,
she is doing her hero job, even off screen.
What year was it in Captain Marvel when she gave Nick Fury her
95.
95.
Nick Fury,
she had the technology to give
the fucking
Nick Fury a beacon that would signal her across the entire fucking universe.
Yeah.
And
so,
now
she reprogrammed it.
And now in 2019, she tells Black Widow, Black Widow, knowing that she's going away.
They have a line open, but you can't get a hold of me. You're not going to get a hold of me.
In 2019, they don't have the technology to reach back to their most powerful asset on the Avengers. They know she is Captain Marvel.
She had a pager.
Yeah.
We're talking.
A pager.
She had alien tech to upprogram it. I get it. I get what you're saying.
And now you're saying that she has to access the line before you can get in contact with her.
Nobody says she has to access the line.
That's what they did.
She said this line is always open.
It's like Widow literally went, hold on guys, let me try to get Marvel on the line.
I don't think
I can't reach her, guys. Hey, let's just move on without her. Our strongest fucking character.
I don't think they
She literally says you're not going to hear from me for a while.
Yeah.
So, are you telling me that they don't have a form of communication when literally 25 years ago, this chick had a pager that could reach her across the depths of the universe?
I don't know, but just because you can't assume that they do.
We haven't seen her in the 12 years of Marvel,
she
right?
did show up.
She was via a pager first time.
No, I'm talking about at Endgame, the end.
Oh yeah, she conveniently showed up in the last possible second, which could have been
was awesome.
No, it wasn't.
It was an awesome entrance, but that doesn't change the fact that she hasn't been there the entire time.
It doesn't change the fact that had they used Marvel in the very beginning, Thanos would have never acquired the Infinity Gauntlet at the end there when he stole it from whoever, I forgot who he stole it from to reacquire it. Whatever. It doesn't change the fact that Captain Marvel, has she been there from the very inception of the plan to the end, when they meet Thanos on Earth near the Avengers compound, she would have whooped the shit out of him in 2 seconds, because at that point in time, Thanos didn't have the Infinity Gauntlet. It wasn't anywhere near him, and they already shown...
While the gauntlet was underneath all the rubble, if she was just there with the team, she would have whooped his ass.
They already shown that she could take care of Thanos.
Thanos
needs to grab the Power Stone to punch her, but it wouldn't happen.
But your criticisms are falling into just because they didn't do it doesn't mean that it's wrong. I mean, this is exactly like... Good. It just pause, but it's a bad decision. Fine, they just didn't think, but it doesn't mean it's a plot hole. It's a difference between characters not doing what they should have done and a plot hole. You're trying to put it in a plot hole.
I don't think it's
but the characters should have brought in Marvel just in case.
It's not about it being a plot hole. It's about it being non-realistic.
Right, exactly.
The realistic
talking about a
piece.
superhero movie.
Okay, but as far as how people work, they literally did an entire scene of them all coming back. Nebula landing, Rocket, watch out, there's a dummy on the land, whatever, right? War Machine coming in, they're all coming back, they're all meeting up because they all communicated with each other, get back to the compound, we figured it out, right? Where's Marvel? That's what we're saying is it is illogical and not realistic that there was no way to communicate with her to get her back to the compound.
But they could in 1995.
I don't think that there was no way to get her, I just think they didn't. That's my point.
I'm going up against Thanos, who wiped out half the fucking universe.
I agree.
Who is the biggest fucking villain that we've ever encountered as an Avengers team. I'm not going to call my strongest hero.
I agree. They should have. especially like in the scene where Hulk is, snap everyone back. And what they go in line, everybody armoring up. Why are they armoring up? Because they're freaking afraid. They don't know what the hell's going to happen. And yeah, at that point, I'd be like, whoa, shouldn't we get our most badass hero here? Let's call her up and let's save this. Everyone's already dead. There's no time limit that they know. They don't know that other Thanos is coming yet. So at that point, I'd be like, okay, we got the stones. Chill. Let's get our most badass here. And then we'll do this. We'll rock this. I would have done that too. But just because they didn't do it, does that mean it's bad? I don't know. It's arguable.
It means it's illogical.
It's arguable.
It means it's illogical because if we can sit here, yes, I have a military background.
We have the stones.
Yeah.
Why would we have to rush it?
No, I agree with you. We just disagree with the point. You saying it's bad writing or bad of them.
It's just not realistic.
It is bad writing because it's not realistic.
All right. I let that one slide too.
And yeah, it's too much. Again, it's so much Kool-Aid. It's the fact of the matter is, and somebody might argue, well, maybe they did, and that's just how long it took her to get there. No. Okay, I can understand if this all happened in like a 24, 48-hour window. But let's not forget the ginormous time machine that they created. Some time has gone and has come through from when they realized it and figured it out. The
started the plan, actually went through with it.
And to when they actually executed it.
Yeah.
So you're telling me in all that time, Marvel hasn't been able to get a hold of her. Yeah. She's not answering.
Again, we can't assume that they tried if they didn't show it. So I'm not assuming they tried at all.
No, I'm gonna assume that they tried because if not, then it's even more stupid. That they didn't fucking try to call Captain Marvel. Okay.
They should have. Yes, Captain Marvel should have been. Yo, Marvel, you should have been there watching their back because the boys were acting a fool. Okay. I don't know what the rush was. They had the stones. I agree.
I don't know what the rush was.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But and then the Captain Marvel thing is, hey, listen, I'm all about female equality and feminists and all that stuff. But in the moment where it's like, Peter Parker's like, oh, I don't know how you're going to get through that when he hands her the gauntlet. And then they land, don't worry, she's got help. The bitch just flew through an entire ship.
Yeah.
Don't worry, she's got help. She just flew through an entire ship. Flew through it 3 times.
Yeah. Pepper Potts in
it was just one time. Okay, but
no, watch it again. She goes through it, boom, and then comes out and goes up again.
No way.
Yes.
I gotta watch it again.
Demolishes it. And you're telling me, like, just for the sake of having that scene, once again, another downplay of a character. You just showed her going through a ship. She does not need anybody's help. Fly straight through the damn army and go put it in.
Yes,
that's it.
Again, I'm also all for women's rights.
It was a cool scene.
I get it.
It was like
but
forced.
Don't force feed it down my throat to where it's so unrealistic and so illogical to where all these women are in this one single spot of the battlefield at one point in time.
Yeah, it would have been way cool if some guys, some girls, equal, like whatever, but only the girls were available to make themselves into the pose. Yeah. Well,
let me tell you something, Pepper Potts in your little suit that you've probably worn one time. Captain Marvel don't need your help. Go away. Go do something else.
And for the 19th time, this is me disagreeing. Yeah. Now, clearly, there's no way that anyone thinks it was realistic that all the women were there. No freaking duh. It's not the point. The point was a comment on society and women empowerment. And you know what? I loved it.
It was
great.
Great
awesome.
Shot.
It was
so
freaking
cool.
Cinematically.
Like,
I was cheering. Go women. Yes. Cool. Run through. And no, Marvel doesn't need their help. Really? At the end, it just came and no, I'm coming anyway.
Not really. She really just went, see you guys.
Yeah, she didn't even talk to him. I don't think.
I think if you look closely, she's like in the back, like
she didn't even acknowledge. Like, who the fuck are these bums? Get out of here!
Are you serious? Fine, but whatever. It's not the point. It wasn't the point. It was a cool moment. It was a great moment. I love it.
Pepper Potts got your back, Marvel. Don't worry about it.
She's worn the suit one time.
Okay, no. She wears the suits in the comics. You can't assume just one time.
Yeah, okay. She worked in the cinematic universe that we've seen.
I'm not gonna base everything on the comics.
Yeah.
The audience has seen her wear this damn suit one time in one movie. That's
and now she is a brawler. She's a brawler.
10 years.
Exactly.
She can put on the suit and be a brawler.
You can imply those 10 years, she was practicing on the weekends.
No.
She's a weekend warrior.
You know why? Because Tony says to Morgan, your mom never wears the things I buy her.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom. Lawyered.
Still, girl power.
But here's where I would have appreciated more girl power. There has been 2 times in both Infinity War and Endgame as a whole that it shows Thanos is losing weakness. It's against the Witch, Scarlet Witch, and Marvel in that moment. Scarlet Witch, she's getting torn up, beat down, and he says rain fire. That is the first moment in both of these movies that you see that Thanos acknowledges he's getting whooped. He's about to lose. Now he's fighting Thor, God of Thunder, Tony Stark, and Captain America. All three. He just whoops their ass. But Scarlet Witch tearing him up, and he says, bring down the thunder. Doesn't care. That you know that he's actually scared, and he acknowledges that her strength. Then the second time, Captain Marvel stops him from snapping his finger, and he's losing, tries to hit her, doesn't even move. Cool scene, loved it. He has to use the power suit. He's like, oh shit, this bitch is about to whoop my ass. I'm losing. Uses the power stone and then hits her. You want to talk about a woman empowerment moment? Why not have Marvel and Scarlet Witch instead of fucking Cap and Thor and Tony try to beat his ass? Why not just have those two pair up and whoop his ass? Because that's what they were doing, literally.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And even furthermore, hold on, just answer me this, please. Because Scarlet Witch is so awesome. I love Scarlet Witch. I love her.
I love Scarlet Witch, too.
She's awesome. And she can lift, with her powers, you know, she can lift giant masses of land and giant pieces of earth. And Thanos doesn't have the stones, am I correct?
Doesn't
have any powers, so he can't fly, correct? No. So why can't Scarlet Witch just lift this motherfucker up and then like send him flying like, you know, 1,000,000 miles away, and then he just goes flying, boom, die.
Or easily into the just drink the Kool-Aid column. That one's fine.
Or when you see a army charging at you, zoom, a nice big hole in the land, and just let them just drop right on in.
Yeah.
Like that's what she did in the first. That's what she did in Infinity War.
I mean, it's literally Scarlet Witch. She is moving giant pieces of land and throwing them at. Why aren't you just lifting him and just fucking tossing him?
Chuck
just
his
and then up and down, boom, boom, boom.
Just take it.
Yeah, and then others don't hit. Take it, now take it, now take it.
Yeah.
Okay, but another disrespect to a character though. Scarlet Witch, you remove Marvel now. Scarlet Witch out of all of them is the most powerful. In this moment, Scarlet Witch is the most powerful. Because even Thor is getting his ass whipped, which by the way...
Thor's not on his A game.
Let me tell you another...
We're going to get into Thor in a second.
Okay, you know what? I'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But they do a disservice to Scarlet Witch and her powers this entire time. She goes, I mean, I love the line, you took everything from me, and he goes, I don't even know who you are. Oh, you're about to? Okay, cool. That whole exchange was awesome, but I would have loved to have seen her do much more and really been a part of the defeat of Thanos, because her power deserves it. Her power should be the one that defeats Thanos. Her and Marvel. Tony, to your point, was we need to kill Tony because that'll hit the audience more.
Yeah.
But the game plan should have never been Tony and again, stupid nanotech and Kool-Aid, the non-star needing nanotech.
Easy bake oven.
Yeah, easy bake oven nanotech gauntlet.
Easy bake gauntlet.
It should have never been the case. Never. Marvel could have just dropped all 5 Infinity Stones in her hand and just used it and snapped her finger. Wouldn't even need a gauntlet, but they had to do it. So I would have much more appreciated Marvel in which whooping ass on Thanos. You want to talk about female empowerment? That's where you do it.
They could,
not a
but
force.
then the movie's over.
Good luck getting through there. She's got help. Bye, and then she leaves. Like that was a forced scene. Stupid. You want women empowerment?
But also,
have them part of the equation where they actually beat Thanos.
Or even more so, have them beat Thanos.
That's what I just said.
Not
just
part of the equation, but they are the most two powerful heroes in this universe. Scarlet Witch and Marvel. Have them whoop his ass.
So what I'm hearing is you're mad that they did what they did. They shouldn't have done it at all, and now you're saying they should have done more.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Different way.
Yeah.
You want to show realistic? The realistic part is that Marvel and Scarlet Witch are the two strongest people out in that field.
Witch's power is based on the Mind Stone, Marvel's based on the Space Stone. They're both Infinity Stone generated powers.
Yeah, Lightning ain't an Infinity Stone, right? Am I wrong?
No,
Lightning Infinity Stone? No. Is Super Serum an Infinity Stone?
No.
Okay, and then is Super Smart Brains and an Iron Man suit? No.
So
it's super cool.
Stark solves all riddles in 2 seconds. So.
It's really cool when they do the shot of Thor and Cap and they're fighting them, but how much cooler would it have been when it's literally Scarlet Witch and Marvel just teaming up and whooping his ass and they defeat him? That would have been way better than the she's got help moment.
And I could tell you,
because it's realistic, that's the truth.
Realistic, I could tell you from military experience, if I'm Captain America and I'm deploying all my assets on the battlefield, I see Scarlet Witch come back, because the snap was done. She comes back. I see Marvel come back. Guess what I'm doing? I'm redirecting and maneuvering my efforts. I'm saying, which Marvel, go get Thanos. The rest of us will just take care of everybody else.
And then to your point,
Literally what I'm doing as a commander.
Pick up Thanos and throw his ass.
But that's not what happened. That's not what
happened at all.
Because we need to fucking emphasize these other 3 characters that are the faces of the Marvel Universe.
We can only judge what they showed.
What they showed is that the 2 moments where Thanos is losing is through Witch and Marvel. So logically, you put them together and you kill him. That is exactly what they showed. But no, they had to make it about Tony Stark and Cap and whatever, and Tony has to take the blow. Which, again, I said it earlier, don't think he should have been the one. Should have been Marvel, should have been Witch.
Yeah.
100%. Disservice to them.
I agree 100% with you, man. I agree.
Thank you.
Well, let us know what you guys think. We know you guys feel differently because we've been hearing you all across the country. But that's what we think here at PMR. So let us know what you guys think. And don't forget to comment down below and subscribe as well.